Greetings, bike guys. Here's something I haven't done before. Night racing, desert racing at night. Stick around and we'll tell you more about it. It was quite an adventure. Well, greetings, bike guys, bike gals. We got invited to come out to this desert race, and it was a team race. I just got off of the bike from my partner Scott, and heading out into the desert here. This is something I have never done. I've done a lot of racing in my lifetime, and a whole bunch of different kind of venues and all kinds of things over the years, but I'd never raced at night. So this event came up and I thought, well, haven't done that before. Scott had done a couple of them a year ago and he said they were surprisingly fun to do. So we were riding the Riehu MR300 Pro, and Scott had added an Acerbis headlight mask with a LED light system on it. And then he added some fog side lights to the handlebars that would shine out to the side. And then we had a little helmet light, inexpensive helmet light that we put under the duckbill on our helmets, so that wherever you looked, you could see if you needed to light something up there. But I'm going to tell you what, boys and girls, it's so different when you get out there in the dark, because you have to focus in on what's right in front of you, so it really brings you up a high level of focus. And then the light kind of draws everything into the center. Here I'm trying to get by this younger rider here. I didn't want to spell him. He's riding like a 85 or something, that fellow there was. But the way they did this race, it was pretty cool. They ran it in teams. It was 3 hours. We went from 9 o'clock to midnight, and then once the midnight hour passed, you could complete your lap if you were out on the lap or whatever, and so that time was adjusted from the start time. They started 2 bikes at a time, and that was an interesting thing too, because 30-second rows, 2 bikes at a time, and then you headed out into a trail that you'd never seen before, in the dark, in the dust, with your lights. So it made for some pretty interesting riding. I've learned a couple things about riding with lights. One is the dust in the air is hard to see through, which is no surprise. But then the other one is how you learn to focus on where you're at and where you're going. And the other thing is, if you have sufficient light, and we did, seemed to be plenty of light. Obviously more is better, but it caused you to pretty focus on what you were doing, and we could carry a surprising speed out there. We were being careful. We didn't want to hurt ourselves or destroy our bike or anything like that just for a little event like this, but we had a great time. And it was quite an adventure. So we changed riders every lap, and we ended up in that time frame, we ended up putting in 84 miles. So in a little 3 hours time, it was a 12-mile loop that we went back around. The race course itself got pounded into smithereens because it's been 100 degrees daytime temperature, so there's no moisture in the ground. So everything got really talcum powder, dusty, and that sort of thing, and it made for some slippery conditions that way. But we had a great time, and we finished up about 12:25, something like that. Anyway, great race. If you ever get a chance to do one of these things, do it. But be prepared, you're going to need some light. And if you got questions or whatever on how we set up our bike and that, just get in touch with me and we'll see what we can do to let you know. So go ahead and send me a comment if you've done this kind of racing before, and or just had questions about it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Just set it up there and give it a push.